occupation. So we just hit here. Let's see what they have for us. So this one basically is for South Australia. They have two DAMA in South Australia. One is for the metropolitan city, that this focuses more on texture, and then you have the regional South Australian DAMA that focuses on driving employers in high demand areas like maybe agriculture, health, as the case may be. So if we come down here, it can tell you who can apply for the. No, it's not this we're looking for. So this one is for employers. So for them to be able to sponsor someone overseas to come to this place, they have to. The DAMA program, basically in Australia, what is designed for is to help business have identify a skills and labor shortage that cannot be filled locally. They also have full-time and permanent vacancy position in occupation list listed on the DAMA occupation list or in the rules. Note, individuals cannot apply directly for DAMA level agreements. So basically what we need to do here is, if you come to this page and you hit on the DAMA occupation list, so it's going to bring you to this particular page. So let's, for instance, we are looking for occupation in the health sector. I'll just come here and hit categories, and if you come down here and look for healthcare professionals, where is that? Let's keep going. We'll see healthcare professionals. So I'll hit healthcare professionals. So this shows you all the occupations you find under the DAMA program South Australian agreement. So you have dietitians, sonography, optometrists, osteopaths, physiotherapists, blah 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 blah, and all that. So you find out that they don't have should I say pharmacist in this particular one. So but what we can do is, if you hit, let's say you're a nurse practitioner and you want to come here, you're above 45 years, you're looking for option to come here. Definitely at 45 years you cannot apply for almost all the skill migration visas here in Australia, but you can go for 482 DAMA to South Australia. So that is going to give you concessions. It's going to consider your age, so you can come in here, and there is also a pathway for you to become a permanent resident as far as you know you're not above 55 years of age. So that is basically what DAMA is all about. So if you hit nurse practitioner, it gives you the condition. So skill level 1, the DAMA program for a nurse practitioner is actually available in the whole of South Australia. So if you are a nurse practitioner, you can, and you're above 45 years. So what I mean is that you can apply to any hospital or healthcare facility in South Australia. So you're going to be considered. But you also have to look at the work experience requirements. So you need at least 1 year relevant work experience in the required field as a nurse practitioner. And if you're looking at the work years and the work experience, they say must be in the nominated occupation, must have been undertaken in the last 5 years, full-time or part-time, can be while studying through a formal arrangement internship. Okay, that is fine. So if you come here, so we're talking about the concessions and permanent residence. So you must be under 55 years of age at the time of the approved sponsor nomination. There is no age limit. However, to transition to permanent residence, you must be under 55 years of age when applying for this, and you must be under 55 years at the time of the approved sponsor migration. So basically, this is for a nurse practitioner who is above 45 years. You also need to understand here that nominees for the occupation must satisfy the skills, qualification, experience, employment background required under the standard TSA. So if you're coming here as a nurse practitioner, you must have done your skills assessment. Or maybe you're coming from somewhere in Africa, you definitely need to have done your exams and probably have your registration with APRA, and then you start looking for someone to sponsor you in any part of South Australia. So 45 years, this is going to be for you. But if you're below 45 years, there are other options you can explore, and that one cuts across the whole of Australia. But when someone becomes above 45 and your professionals, your skills set is still needed here in Australia, then it becomes a bit narrow for you to come here. But that doesn't mean to say that hope is lost. But the chances now become very slim. So that is what I'm trying to pass across in this video. So the first thing, if we go back to this page, all you need to do is just to come here. You want to make sure that your occupation is in the DAMA occupation list for South Australia. So if you hit here, you can decide to type your occupation here, or you can go into categories where all the occupations are grouped under a particular category, maybe healthcare professionals. So that is what you do. And after you've done your background check and you feel it is something you can do, why not embark on the process? So if you are let's take for another, let's see what another occupation we can try here today. Let's keep going down and see companies. Okay, let's go for instance a medical lab scientist. So you're a medical lab scientist and you've passed your qualification exams. You've passed your exams and you're ready to go. So all you need to do, and you're above 45 years, then this visa is gonna apply for you. Then and the availability for medical laboratory scientists is Greater Adelaide, so that is where you're going to apply. And then look at the concession for medical lab scientists, 491 and all. So that is it, guys. So all you need to do is just to come here, look for your occupation, and then try to look at the conditions, the eligibility, to see if you made that. If that is the case, why not give it a try? So I hope this video is going to go a long way to help guys who have passed exams, healthcare professionals. Yes, I keep saying about healthcare professionals, but if you have a look at this list, you have other occupations here who people who might be interested in coming. So if you're above 45 years, the first thing I would tell you to do is to do that visibility check. Make sure that you've done your research well, because the immigration program these days is not what it used to be before. So reduce number of invitation, and then being above 45 too, the chances are very slim, but doesn't mean that you can't still migrate. So do your research well, because it's capital intensive. You want to make sure that okay, at the end of the day, this is going to click. Except maybe you have spare money and then you want to try, if it works fine, if it doesn't work, or just do your studies well before you embark on this capital intensive process. If this video helps you, please give me a like, and also hit that subscribe button so that next time when I release a video, you are being notified. I'm going to see you in my next video. Until then, do have a lovely day. Bye bye. It's Edwin.